How to Change Your Mind is a series by Michael Pollan about psychedelics, their history, and how they can be used to treat mental illnesses such as depression and PTSD, as well as help cancer patients and the elderly come to terms with death. This series just recently got a show on Netflix. Tuesday, July 5th, the show was released. It's 4 episodes long, and in light of that, I decided to read the book as well as watch the show and give you guys a little bit of a review. The book gives us some history on psychedelics in the 50s and 60s, tells us when things were discovered, what was being done as far as scientific research, and some of the people associated with the cultural movement. We're also told about how that collapsed and the moral panic and the shutting down of research into psychedelics that ensued. Most notably, LSD was being sort of touted as the poster child of revolution and frying your brain with Sid. In the book, Michael takes 3 guided trips, one on LSD, one on psilocybin or magic mushrooms, and a third on 5-MeO-DMT or the Bufo alvarius trippy toad. After that, we get an explanation on what's going on in your brain when you trip, and we're introduced to the possibility that psychedelics can help the depressed, addicts, and elderly. In the show, there are 4 episodes. On the first episode, we talk about LSD. In the second, we're talking about psilocybin or magic mushrooms. The third is about MDMA, and the fourth is about mescaline. So this is the big difference between the book and the show. In the show, we're talking about MDMA and mescaline towards the end, as opposed to 5-MeO-DMT. 5-MeO-DMT has been replaced as a topic, which I kind of would have liked to see an episode about the Bufo alvarius toad. But MDMA and mescaline were not a bad choice, so I can't complain. Each episode tells a specific story about someone or a group of people that were in pain psychologically, spiritually before coming into contact with these psychedelics, or a group of people who use the psychedelics ritualistically or as a part of their religious culture. The series tackles some big issues like the suppression of native culture and their use of psychedelics, which has existed for thousands of years, being stopped by colonialism in America, mental health in America, and how psychedelics are a possible treatment for people that have various mental illnesses, and our cultural approach to the concept of dying or getting old. Things I like about this show: Michael Pollan gives a really intelligent and balanced dialogue. We get to see real stories of people whose lives are really improved by psychedelics, or people who really use psychedelics as a part of their culture. We get some of the history behind drugs and the legality of them today, the scientific research that was done in the past and what is being done today, as well as some of the culture behind these psychedelics, pre-Western civilization and after. In episode 1, we get a testimony from someone who has cluster headaches. He takes acid and his cluster headaches go away. In episode 2, we get a testimonial by a gentleman who struggled for years and years with OCD. He tripped on magic mushrooms and his OCD significantly improved. In episode 3, our MDMA episode, we get a testimonial from a woman with PTSD from traumatic experiences. Her PTSD is healed greatly, not altogether cured, but healed greatly by MDMA. And in episode 4, we visit a Native American tribe to talk about mescaline and how it is sacred to their culture and to their religion, and how it has been under threat and how it is still under threat today. Great visuals. There are some sick visuals. The effects, we got like some trip sim animations, or kind of an approximation of what it would look like when you're tripping, or as good of an approximation as you can get with like CGI. We get interviews with people in the psychedelic community, such as Anne Shulgin, Albert Hoffman, Maria Sabina, and quite a few others. But overall, I thought it was a wonderful show. Definitely give it a thumbs up. If you can, go watch it and tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. Drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.
Call any if you wanna call any. Call any.